Am I the a-hole for reminding my parents their favorite daughter is the criminal and not me? I 16F have an older sister, Casey 18F. She was always the golden child who could do nothing wrong. Well, I could never do anything right. Casey also hated me. I'm not sure why, but she used to make up stuff to get me into trouble, and our parents always believed her. Nobody else did, which I think made it worse between us. She wanted everyone to see her the way our parents did, but she was always pretty mean to others and spoiled and entitled. While most of the family saw how my parents treated me versus Casey, and they saw how my parents let Casey treat me. Some examples for those who wonder: locking me in the car and refusing to let me out, throwing food I was eating on the floor, taking stuff out of my hand and saying it was hers now, which included money, locking me outside when it was raining, throwing my stuffy collection out my bedroom window in the rain when we had family over, refusing to let me sit down near her. Some things Casey accused me of wrongly are: throwing crap in the neighbor's yard. This was her, and the neighbors even said so. Throwing paint on our parents' car. That was her, and there was proof. Stealing money from our parents. Eating her food, which our parents bought especially for her and nobody can touch. Ruining her homework. Pissing in her and my parents' bedrooms. I got punished for this stuff. Nothing I ever said or did would get my parents to believe me. My grandparents grew so concerned they tried to take custody of me through court, but were denied custody, and they were told a home with both my parents would always take priority over extended family. I didn't get to see them afterward because my parents were pissed that my grandparents humiliated them. Casey was arrested at school a few weeks before graduation. It was coming for over a year because everyone started to see her for who she was. But some of the things she did include stealing money from a teacher, property damage to the school, property damage to a teacher's car, and of one of the teachers. Charges were pressed, and she's going to be in court over this. My parents are so mad that people are blaming their precious little girl. Casey got arrested again in July because she retaliated against 2 of the teachers involved. My parents are hiring good lawyers and all that, but they're also on my back about not supporting Casey, and she's still accusing me of stuff, and they still believe her. On Saturday, they started yelling at me for being so bad and such a headache for them. I reminded them that Casey, their favorite daughter, is the criminal and not me. My parents yelled so loud that a neighbor heard them. They told me I should not be gloating when my sister is going through hell. So am I the a-hole here?
Here are the top comments, plus Opie's reply.
Not the a-hole. I am so sorry you are dealing with this and have been dealing with this for so long. Could this possibly be the opportunity you need to get out? Are your grandparents still willing to take you in? Could you frame it to your parents that it's obvious that Casey needs all of their attention and help right now? And you'd be willing to step back and move in temporarily, don't stay permanently with your grandparents to allow them to focus all their energy on dear Casey? Clearly you are causing them more stress right now, wink wink, and you don't want to take anything away from your sister at a time when she so desperately needs your parents' full efforts. It might work.
OP replied,
I don't think so, because then they take away Casey's chance to me and their own. I think they like doing it after all these years and all the crazy stuff they have punished me for that I didn't do.
Absolutely not the a-hole, and you honestly never could be. Sadly, I think your parents are so deluded by the pedestal that they have put your sister on that they probably won't even realize what they've really done until 1, your sister is put in jail, or 2, you don't talk to them anymore. They created a monster that now everyone else has to deal with, including you. I hope you are able to find the support and love you deserve.
OP replied,
Thanks. I got some support going back to school after summer. I was actually called in and talked to by our school therapist, who reassured me I would not be blamed for the things Casey did.